Thanks guys for joining me online. Welcome to Kevin Talks Tech, my YouTube channel all about making technology simple, easy, and fun to understand. It is great to see you here today. Before I begin, if you haven't done so already, please click that subscribe button for me so you get notified when I post a new video. And don't forget the little bell icon so that way you are notified when my new video is up. So today I want to talk to you about AirPods. You have probably, no doubt, unless you've been living under a rock, have heard of AirPods by this point. You've probably seen people who have been wearing them. And Apple makes a variety of AirPods now. You've got these regular AirPods that look very much like this. This is what the AirPods have looked like for quite some time now. In addition to that, they also have Apple AirPods Pro. Now, there is a difference between these two, other than the fact that the AirPods Pro are more expensive than the regular AirPods. I've actually had both. So I've had the regular AirPods and I've had AirPods Pro. I'm holding the AirPods in my hand and I don't have the AirPods Pro, so you could probably guess what that means when it comes to a recommendation as to which one I like more. So let me tell you a little bit about why I personally recommend the AirPods over the AirPods Pro. Interesting. So the AirPods Pro are great. They're a fantastic product. One thing that they do that the regular AirPods don't do is noise cancellation. And that has been a very sought after feature for quite some time. It's something that's great because if you're on an airplane or you're in a noisy environment, you can put the AirPods in, they'll cancel out the noise around you. So you're really just truly listening to your music or your podcast without the other distractions. The other great thing with that is that you're not cranking your volume up so high, so you're not damaging your hearing. So really great feature, unfortunately not available in here, but it is a feature I like about the AirPods Pro. So now you're probably wondering, hey, you've got this great noise cancellation, why wouldn't you go with the AirPods Pro? So a few things that it comes down to for me. One is the fit. Now people have said that the AirPods Pro headphones do fit better. And yes, I do agree. They do fit snug in your ear. They do come with little rubber or silicone type tips that you can attach to it, and you can change those out, which is great depending upon your ear size. But even with that, I still found that the AirPods Pro headphones would kind of slowly slip out of my ears a little bit. And over time, like I would have to adjust them and push them back in a little bit further. The other thing that was a little bit of a challenge, and this got to me, and I think it's the case with any kind of noise canceling headphone because I do have other noise canceling headphones, is when you're walking or moving with headphones like that in, you can actually like hear your steps in your ear. It's a really kind of interesting feeling. You can feel your steps as you're walking. And for exercising and getting out, like that bothered me a little bit. I didn't really like feeling my steps in my ear while I was listening to music. It was kind of distracting. On top of that, I've honestly, for the criticism that Apple sometimes gets for their regular AirPods, I've personally always really liked the fit that these things have. They're not perfect because, you know, all ears are different sizes, and yes, you're probably going to get better results with the tips that you can adjust, but for the most part, my ears actually fit them very well. One thing that is a little bit different too about the AirPods Pro and the regular AirPods is the stem on the AirPods Pro is a little bit smaller. And I really didn't think that would bother me at first. So that is one feature I really like about the AirPods Pro a little bit more is that shorter stem. Because now that I've got the longer stem again, I do realize that it bumps my coat sometimes, but it's not enough to dissuade me from using these regular AirPods. I will also say too that the AirPods Pro case is a little bit chunkier than this case, a little bit heavier, a little bit chunkier. This one just has a real nice feel in your hands, and especially if you're in those situations where you're pulling your AirPods out really quickly, while you're driving or something like that, which is something I often do, it just opens up really nicely and it's super fast to throw the earbud in, which I really like, and then to pop it away when you're done. So that's one thing that I really do like as well. You know, in terms of the case, the AirPods Pro really didn't make any advancements in terms of like, one thing that I think is really missing is like a battery indicator level to show you how much battery you have left. That's actually something that you're now seeing showing up in some of these knockoff AirPods on Amazon where it'll say like 70% battery, 60% battery. And I personally think that's just a kind of a huge downfall of the AirPods, and personally something I expect that they should have done in the AirPods Pro, which I don't see. So on that front, the AirPods the regular AirPods and the AirPods Pro, no major difference there. The other thing that really kind of gets me, and there's a little bit of a variation now in this, but is the price point. So the AirPods, they're a little more expensive. Like you're paying a little bit more. You could go on Amazon, you could probably find a pair of AirPods for like $20. In fact, actually, I have done that. And they are right here. So yeah, they kind of look the same. Honestly, if you were looking at this from afar, you probably wouldn't notice a very huge difference. The fit in the ears a little bit differently. The sound quality isn't as good, but the actual build of the case looks pretty similar. And it's not displaying it right now, but there is actually a battery indicator on the front here that will tell you how much battery you have left. And this one includes wireless charging, which I'll get to in a moment with the AirPods. This thing was $20. Paid $20 for these, which is amazing. So on a side note, if you're looking for some cheap headphones and you really aren't as concerned about sound quality, you just want something maybe to keep in your car for like emergencies if you forget your AirPods or they're not charged, definitely recommend picking up something like this. You can find all kinds of headphones like this on Amazon. But let me get back to the price point again. So AirPods are ranging in price. I picked these up for $100, but they were on sale. Generally, the AirPods that charge only with the Lightning connection, because there is a difference. There are AirPods that charge with the Lightning connection, and then there are AirPods that have wireless charging built in. So you'd simply have to lay the AirPods like this onto the wireless charger, and they'll start charging. Those run a little bit more, generally in that ballpark of 150 to 160. Then you've got your AirPods Pro that are in the neighborhood of 250. Right now, I'm filming this around Black Friday, though, where we're seeing the AirPods anywhere between $170 to $200. So where I'm going with this is the AirPods are a little bit pricier, and the AirPods Pro are definitely more pricey than the regular AirPods. And these things are easy, they're easy to lose. So personally, I also went with the regular AirPods because if I do lose these, which I almost did one time, I'm out less money than I am with the regular AirPods. It was just too much for me at the time when I bought the AirPods Pro to be paying $250 for something this small that is pretty easy to lose, and then I'm out $250. These give you great sound quality. They do have the ability to do the wireless charging, or you can get the one that just does the regular charging for cheaper. You know, the case is a little bit smaller. The AirPods fit well into your ears. They don't have noise canceling, which isn't the end of the world. Personally, if you're going with noise canceling, I recommend getting yourself some nice over-the-ear headphones for that. So really, that's kind of what it came down to. That's why I went with this particular choice when it came to the AirPods. Now, you might be a little bit different. You know, you might value that noise cancellation. You might not want the over-the-ear headphones. You might want the shorter stems. You might want the adjustable tips. It all comes down to personal preference. But I can tell you, from my perspective and my point, that's the decision I made, and those are the reasons why I made it. And that's why I recommend here for you today to not overlook the regular AirPods that Apple has come out with. And if you're not ready to jump on the AirPods bandwagon just yet, wait a little bit more then, because more than likely we'll see some more upgrades to the AirPods here at some point in the future. But for right now, if you're looking to snag a deal, definitely recommend checking that out. And if wireless charging is not a priority for you, you can save a little bit more money by getting the AirPods that connect via the Lightning cable to charge that way. And these things charge pretty quick too, within about 15 or 20 minutes, which is great. If you have any other questions about the AirPods, head to my website, kevintalkstech.com. You can also click for more information in the bottom of this video for a link to Apple's website, where you all can basically look at the difference between the AirPods and such, make the decision that's best for you. Thanks so much again for joining me today. Have a fantastic day.